What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different than normal because I'm going to be doing a top 10 for this week's episode. Now hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this episode. If you guys do enjoy it and you guys want more episodes which get posted every Friday, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, follow me. And as always, sorry I can't speak. Follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into it. So, as we are fully aware, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, you have so many different types of sets. You have core sets, side sets, which include like sets that have a shitload of reprints, or a set that's all reprints for the most part. You have deck build sets, expansion sets, which are like, what can I think of? I'm like looking over here because on this side over here of my room, I've got like all the like different sets I've opened up over the years. Something like Dual Overload. You know, that's more of an expansion set, if you will. But there's one other type of set that people give little to no credit for. Structure decks. Why? It's because of the fact that some of them didn't. Some of the archetypes didn't need a structure deck to begin with. You know, it's like you could have put those cards in a core set, and it still wouldn't have made much of a difference anyway. But there's always that not large group, but a pretty decent group of archetypes that could potentially be a structure deck. But what are they exactly? That's why for this episode I'm going to be revealing my top 10 archetypes that I feel like should be turned into structure decks. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Kicking things off at number 10 are tunes. Now, the reason I chose tunes is because, yes, it is true we did get new support for them in Toon Chaos, which was the first set that would give us which was basically like a 50-50 set, half rares, half hollows. While that may be the case, the one thing that bugged me the most is that there are so many other like cards that were missing from the set. Like think of all the different Toon monsters that have been released over the years. You have cards such as Toon Alligator, Toon Ancient Gear Golem, BLS, Blue Eyes Toon, Toon Buster Blader, Toon Barrel Dragon, Toon Dark Magician, Red Eyes Toon Dragon, Toon Summon Skull, Toon Dark Magician Girl, Toon Cyber Dragon, Goblin Attack Force, Gemini Elf, Mermaid, Cannon Soldier, Toon Harpy Lady, Toon Mask Sorcerer. You also have Manga Rioran as well, which is kind of a stupid card. The spell lineup is actually pretty insane. I mean, you got Shadow Toon, Toon Rollback, Table of Contents, which is basically like the Stratos for the whole deck. Toon Bookmark, Toon Page Flip, Toon World, which has two different artworks. I think the manga and then the anime version, and then you have Toon Kingdom, and then for traps, you got Toon Briefcase, which is like a compulse for the deck. You have Toon Mask, Toon Defense, Toon Terror. There's so many different there are so many cards for the Toon archetype. It's absolutely insane. Now, while it is true that a card like Toon Terror it's it's pretty good. The downside is that you would need to have both Toon World and a Toon on board to get it going. And I feel like as if the support that we got from Toon Chaos wasn't enough. I truly believe that it wasn't enough. I think we need like some sort of like, the hell is on my, oh, it's my hair. I feel like that we could use something like I don't know. I don't know, like maybe a few. I don't know. That's kind of a hard one, but I truly believe that we could use some extra support to make the deck even more better. Yeah, you know, like make it more competitive. Like say maybe I don't know. I don't know. I maybe maybe a Toon Neos or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Elemental Hero Toon Neos. That could be cool, you know? But again, the support that we got from Toon Chaos was pretty good. I just think that we could use some extra support in a, you know, in that, you know, that could be in a structure. You know, I truly believe that. But again, Toons are one of the most underrated archetypes in the whole in the whole game, simply because of the fact that it doesn't get the love and support that it needs to truly become a competitive deck. And there's another one that is on that list, which brings us to number 9, Nordics. You guys are wondering why Nordics? While it is true we did get the new Nordic support in what was it, Battle of Chaos, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I feel like if we were to get a synchro, another synchro for the deck, I truly believe that it could really elevate the deck to a point, to an extent where it may not be able to win a Worlds or whatever, but it could have the potential to win or even top a YCS, even locals for all we know. I feel like Nordics is one of the big cards that definitely needs to be get itself some new support in the form of cards from a structure deck. Yeah, sure we do. You know, we had a card. You know, as far as the new support anyway. Sure, we got, you know, Nordic Smith of Ivaldi, and, you know, of course the new Nordic Relic spell, and of course the new trap Nordic Relics Valen. It didn't give us any. It literally gave us no synchros, no links, nothing in Battle of Chaos. And I think with a structure deck, Nordics could really take things pretty high, in my personal opinion. But coming in at number 8 is Cubics. And you guys are wondering, wait, why Cubics? Here's the thing: Cubics are one of the most unique archetypes in the entire game, because the archetype was released in, I believe, the Dark Side of Dimensions movie set, so it didn't give us a lot of support. I feel like it could use some added support. You know, obviously the only like fusion support that we got was Crimson Nova Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord. The problem is that it required 3 Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord, to summon it, which is kind of impossible unless if you were running like, unless if you were able to have unification of the Cubic Lords, which having all 3 Dark Cubic Lords in hand plus unification on board is almost impossible. Literally, it's impossible because you're going to be summoning the Cubic Lords anyway. But we didn't get, like, we hardly got any support for them. Actually, truth be told, we didn't get any support for them at all. At all in any of the core sets. Reason being... is because all the cubic spells and traps that are in the archetype were all released in the Dark Side of Dimensions set. I mean, obviously you have you know, to name all of them. You've got Crimson Nova. You've got Duza. You got Indoria. You've got Indiora Doom. You've got Buster Gundil, Volcanic Dragny, Blade Garudia, Giragile, Dark Gamex, and V-Jom. For the monsters. The spells, you got Cubic Wave, Cubic Dharma, Cubic Karma, Cubic Ascension, Unification of the Cubic Lords, Cubic Casuality, Cubic Rebirth, and Cubic Mandala. That's it. And then of course two Crimson Nova Trinity as well. I feel like if we were to get a new fusion for them, like say a fusion of all three V-Joms or something like that, or like let's say V-Jom and let's say Garudia and I'll say Duza. Let's say that we could. I truly believe this is another archetype that could truly be a top contender for the competitive scene. Even also a new spell or some new traps or whatever could really make the deck even more powerful than it was back in the day. You know, back when the archetype was first released. But coming in at number 7 is Black Rose. Reason being, here's the thing, Black Rose is more of a rogue deck, to be honest. I mean, for my build, if you guys do not remember the deck profile that I did a while back, my deck consists of this: 1 World Caraway Champion, double Witch of the Black Rose, double Blue Rose Dragon, 1 Stay Sailor Romarin, triple White Rose, triple Rocks Rose, 1 Red Rose, triple Rose Fairy, triple Dark Rose Fairy, double Rudy Rose Witch, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Magna Rocket Dragon, 1 Rocket Tracer, and 1 Silver Rocket Dragon, and 2 Ash Blossom. The spells, I got triple Basil Rose Shoe, 1 Frozen Rose, 1 Reborn, 1 Call By, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Quick Launch, 3 Thorn of Malice, and 1 Black Garden. And then the traps, I got 2 Wall of Thorns, 1 Blooming of the Darkest Rose, and 2 Blossom Bombardment. And my extra deck, I got double Rudy Rose Witch. I've got Crystron, Quarion Gandrix, Crystron Phoenix, Crystron Quandax, Crystal Wing, Cypher Omega, Moonlight Dragon, triple Black Rose Dragon, Garden Rose Maiden, Flora, Halka Vibrax, and then Cross Rose Dragon. And then my side deck, I've got double Scythe, double Lancia, double Ogre, double Bell, a single Appaloosa, a second Cross Rose, a second Darkest Rose, 2 Strikes, and 2 Warning. That's my deck anyway. But I feel like with a structure deck, with the structure deck, and with another Black Rose form, or perhaps another Link monster, or even an Xyz monster that helps make Black Rose Dragon even even more easier to summon. I truly believe that this could be a deck that can really change up the meta. This is like one of the weirdest. I know it's a weird choice, but Black Rose, don't get me wrong, it's had a lot of support over the years, but it definitely needs a structure deck. As does this next one, which is coming in at number, let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Coming in at number 6 is none other than X-Saber. Is none other than X-Sabers. Now, X-Sabers is one of the weirdest decks to build because it's so tricky it's so tricky because there are more, I believe there are more tuner there are more tuner monsters for the deck than there are non-tuner monsters. So the tuners that are in the deck, you've got, let's see, you have Airbellum, you've got Full Helm Knight, you've got Pashul, and then of course you also have, I believe, or actually, I take that back, more non-tuners than tuners. So the only tuners that are in here, you have Airbellum, Full Helm Knight, Pashul, and then the last one you have Polymuro, which are the only 4 tuners in the deck, in the archetype. And then the non-tuners, you've got Anu Piranha, Fall Troll, Guard Strike, you've got Bogard Knight, you've got Galahad, Uruz, Garsum, Emmer's Blade, Dark Soul, Axel, Rocky Gora. And then of course, too, for the synchros, you've got Gotham, Souza, Urbellum, Hyunli, Wayne, and then of course Invoker, which Invoker is pretty banned because of its effect, which reads, once per turn you can detach a material from his card, special summon a level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior from your deck in defense, but destroyed during the end phase. I believe this was run in let me take a look, hang on. Let's see. Attributes. Let's go Earth. Type. Beast Warrior. So we'll try. So we'll look at Beast Warriors. I believe it was ran in with the for hires. Let's try Warrior because I don't know exactly what deck this was ran in. I don't remember exactly because it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while, so I don't remember, but it's been banned for quite a while. But I feel like X-Sabers hasn't gotten the love that it truly deserves, and I think this is another archetype that I definitely think deserves a structure deck, mainly because of the fact that yes, it is true that X-Sabers did do well back in the day of like 2010, 2011, like right around there, like right before Dragon Rulers came around. And X-Sabers did pretty well even before Dragon Rulers came around, but once Dragon Rulers came in and once all these other Xyz based decks came into the fold, evidently X-Sabers just dying down, and it definitely needs a structure deck. But that brings me to number 5, and it's probably the strangest pick, but I truly believe it does deserve a structure deck. And that would be Neos. As in just Neos in general. I'm talking Neos, Spirited Neos, Honest Neos, the Neospatians, that type of deal. The reason being is for 2 reasons. Number 1, while it is true that we did get new support for them in Power of the Elements, such as Spirited Neos, Instant Contact, Ian Wave, and all that. But I truly believe that it could. I truly believe that Neos could use another fusion. Something to help make something to help make the deck even better, even more powerful than it already is now. Because if you guys saw my deck profile, my Neos deck uses triple Neos, one Spirited Neos, one Honest Neos, one Stratos, one Liquid Soldier, one Solid Soldier, double Shadow Mist, one space connector, and then one of all 6 of the Neospacians: Dark Panther, Grand Mole, Air Hummingbird, Aqua Dolphin, Flare Scarab, Glow Moss. And then for my spells, I have a single copy of Reborn, I have a Feather Duster, double Legacy of a Hero, double Neospace, triple Neos Fusion, one Miracle Fusion, triple Mass Change, double Mass Change 2, double Instant Contact, and double Miracle Contact. And then for my traps, I have 2 copies of Next, 1 Strike, and 1 Warning. And then my extra deck, I've got Cosmo Neos, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. I've got Nebula Neos, Shiny Neos, Wingman, Air Neos, Dark Neos, Grand Neos, Brave Neos, Flame Wingman, Absolute Zero. And then for my Mass Heroes, I've got Diane, Divine Wind, Blast, Acid, and Dark Law. And then my side deck, I've got the second Solid Soldier, double Ash, double Ogre, double Bell, a third Legacy of a Hero, a Call By, double Twin Twister, Parallel World Fusion, a third Neospace, and then the second Strike and the second Warning. If you guys have not checked out that deck profile, I recommend you check it out because with the deck profile video, I went a little in depth on as to how good this deck really is. So be sure to check it out. But I feel like with a new fusion, or perhaps even maybe a new spell, or just as a thought, perhaps a Neos Xyz monster, I truly believe that it could really help make the deck even more powerful, and it could help make your Neos fusions a lot easier to summon. It could be like the Xyz monster could have an effect where it acts as a terraforming and a polymerization for the whole deck, if you will, in my personal opinion. So Neos definitely needs to be one of those decks that needs a structure. But moving on to number 4 is Malefics. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, wait a minute, didn't we just get support for them like over a year ago or something? Yes, it is true that we did get support for them in, what was it, dual Overload. We were literally we were missing so many cards for them, including the cards that were in the anime, such as Selector, Divide, Tune, Malefic Tune, and of course cards such as Malefic Territory and whatnot. We were missing those, and we never got them. But I truly believe that if they were to get, like, say, a fusion, let's say they got a fusion as a random example. Let's say they did. I believe that it could really make the deck strong, because the reason being that the only reason why the deck is somewhat playable at a YCS or whatever is because of skill drain. Skill drain is now at 3. I have my skill drains at 2. In my deck, I have it at 2. Only because I didn't have enough room for what I put in. But with Malefics mixed in with skill drain, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What matters the most is the fact that you're literally utilizing your Malefic monsters to just overwhelm your opponent. And even if they were to just activate Dark Hole on your board, you can just activate Malefic Tune, and then just go into just activate Malefic Divide to resummon one of your monsters, and you're just off to the races there. But My deck looks rather interesting. If you guys haven't checked out the deck, I recommend you check it out. But I think if they were to get another synchro, or perhaps even a fusion or whatever, or something, I truly believe that it could really work out. And you guys know, when it comes to structured decks, they always, whatever archetype is there, they always get the best support. Even even Dark World gets the best, has gotten the best support, including a brand new counter trap, which is the last card of, which is the last new card in the set, and is known as Dark World Punishment, which is a counter trap, which reads, when a monster or monsters would be normal special summon, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster or monsters, then discard a fiend monster, which basically just helps extend your plays even better. And then of course, too, the second effect reads, if a Dark World monster or monsters you control will be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can banish the card from your grave instead. Which is absolutely nuts. Which is absolutely insane. I can guarantee you right now, I will be getting that deck. I will get that structure deck. And I think that deck might be the first physical one that I'll do on the channel. If I can get all the cards that I need, which I don't think I will, but who knows. But that being said, Malefics definitely need a structure deck, because I truly believe that we're missing a synchro. I feel like that we could definitely use a synchro to help make this deck even better, in my personal opinion. But coming in at number 3 is a rather unique one, but it could be worth it. Harpies. Now here's the thing. Harpies had gotten so much support over the years, including sets, such as Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy with Harpy Channeler, pair it off with Harpy's Pet Dragon. You can easily make Draco Sack really quickly. Absolutely nuts. But while it is true that we did get a brand new synchro for them in the form of Cyber / Harpy Lady, I think that it could use a potential Xyz. Obviously, the Xyz that we got was Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, which was in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, as a rare, mind you. But I think, honestly, if they were to get another Link monster, I think the only other Link that's in the archetype is Harpy Conductor, which really does nothing to the deck. Yeah, it does nothing to the deck. So if we were to get, like, say, I don't know, like, say maybe, maybe another synchro or something like that, or maybe another, like, form of Harpy's Pet Dragon, I think it could really be a true contender to be a massive threat to the competitive meta. While it is true that Harpies were somewhat viable way back in the day, back in the days of Dragon Ruler format, it was more of a rogue deck rather than a competitive deck, because as far as the competitive scene, back in the day, Dragon Rulers was like the one deck that completely dominated the meta. It was either you were playing that, or you were just pissing off. That's it. Plain simple. But Harpies could definitely use a structure. Maybe some new spells. Maybe a couple of traps. Maybe a new Harpy monster. But who knows? Only time will tell. But that brings me to number 2, the top 2. Coming in number 2, Dark Magician. You guys are wondering, wait, why? Here's the thing. We have gotten so much support for Dark Magician over the years. Obviously, cards such as such as Chronicle Magician, Apprentice Illusion Magician, Palladium Oracle Mana, Magician's Rod, Magic Karibo, Secrets of Dark Magic, Soul Servant, obviously the Magician's right and left hands, Dark Magical Circle, Destined Rivals, Eternal Soul, what else? The Dark Magicians, Dragoon, one... Well, yes, it's true we have. But, hear me out, guys. What if they had a synchro? What if they had a synchro monster that could help make Dragoon or the Dark Magicians easier to summon? How? How would that be possible? Simple. Give it an effect where you have to discard a Dark Magician or tribute a spellcaster from your field, add Red Eyes Fusion to your hand from your deck. That could potentially be a fucking broken card. And what if it were to be destroyed by battle or card effect? What happens? Dark Magicians would have the same effect. If it's sent to the graveyard, special summon Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. I truly believe that it could be a massive threat. Obviously, we did get, the first bit of support was in the Dark Illusion, which I've always wanted to open up that set, but it's so expensive. I don't even know how much it goes for. Honestly, if I remember, I think it was like $400 or something like that. I'm gonna have to take a look on Troll and Toad, because Troll and Toad is the only place that I go to get my singles. So I want to see how much it is for a whole box. Yeah, I thought so. It's like $300. Holy shit. Fucking hell. That's oofa. Excuse me. That's pretty bad. That's pretty nuts. $300? That's insane. But I truly believe that Dark Magician could potentially get a structure check in the future. If they do, I would love to see them get potentially a brand, maybe I don't know, maybe an equip spell that acts as like a premature burial. If you don't have Eternal Soul on board, then that equip spell can basically be your Eternal Soul. In which case, Dark Magical Circle's effect would trigger, and you can break their board easily. Or what that premature burial card could do is summon Dark Magician from your graveyard, and then it could be a way to just pop cards on your board equal to the amount of spellcasters you have in your graveyard. So with my deck, I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 15 spellcasters in my main deck with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the extract. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 21. Wow, 21 spellcasters overall. That's insane. But I truly believe that it could be something like that. It could be like a massive board wipe or something like that. A card like that could really elevate the deck to heights we never thought possible, in my personal opinion. But that brings me to number 1, and I know what you guys are gonna think. You guys are gonna think, wait a minute, why this archetype? We just got support for them in the next core set. Yes, it is true, but we all know about structure decks. We all know about certain archetypes. And this one, Black Wings. Now, the reason why I chose Black Wings, yes, it is true, we did get a lot of support for them. We got Black Wings, Zonda the Timely Knight, Shamal the Sandstorm, Suthri the Illusory Spark, Vada the Knave, which can basically just help make Blackwing Dragon really quickly. Chinook, Black Feather Whirlwind, which acts as a sort of like a DDR of sorts, which is pretty hilarious. You know, Black Shadow Squall. We got so much support for Blackwings. They got their deck, their archetype, nothing but synchros. But what if they were to get an Xyz monster? It could be an Xyz monster to help make Blackwing Dragon even more easier to summon, or it can also be a way to help make Full Armor Master even more easier to summon than it already is now, because with Full Armor Master you need a Blackwing tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. So it would definitely be Boreas the Evil Wind, turn its level to 4, and then tune it with, like, say, Simone the Poisonous Wind, full Armor Master. It's a multi-card process. But if you were to have an Xyz monster that lets you send cards from your deck to your graveyard equal to the level of a monster you want to summon, then it makes it easier to summon just like that. I truly believe that while it is true we did get a lot of support for them, including a card that actually works with the deck, which is known as Wing Requital, which basically acts as a pot of greed for the deck. I truly believe that we could definitely use an Xyz monster, or even also kind of a Harpy's Feather Duster-like card to help wipe away the back row, which would make the deck even more powerful than it already is now. In my opinion, these 10 decks are the ones that definitely need to get structure decks. And going back with Neos, I did say that there were 2 reasons for Neos having a structure deck. I forgot the second reason. I apologize. I forgot the second reason, and that is a reprint of Air Neos. I feel like if Neos were to get a structure deck, Air Neos could be one of the big cards that could get reprinted, because that card has never gotten a reprint ever. And I think definitely Air Neos should be reprinted in a structure deck. But that brings me to the question of the day: what archetypes do you guys want to see get a structure deck? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Friday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any future content. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.